Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to tell you sounds impossible, but it's happening right now in the US. Auction market. What if I told you that coins people casually ignore, coins with dark stains, worn faces, and no mint marks, are quietly selling for $200,000, $300,000, even nearly $500,000? Today, on USA Coin Reveal, we uncovered 6 American coins that are not myths, not rumors, not internet fantasy, but real coins with real, current prices that are rewriting lives behind closed auction doors. A 1,913 Buffalo nickel, $277, zeroth. A 1,914 Buffalo nickel, $208, zeroth. A 1,916 Buffalo nickel, $219, zeroth. A 1,920 Buffalo nickel with black natural toning, $202, zeroth. A 1,925 Buffalo nickel hiding in dark shade, $231, zeroth. And wait until you hear this. A 1,950 Lincoln wheat penny, nearly $497,000. Yes, you heard that right. These are not gold bars. These are not museum artifacts. These are coins people have spent, lost, cleaned, rejected, and thrown away, without ever realizing they were holding serious American treasure. Stay with me, because each coin we reveal today gets more shocking, more emotional, and more valuable than the last. By the end of this video, you will realize something terrifyingly real. Hidden wealth is not rare. Recognition is. Do not skip. Do not blink. Because once you know what these coins are worth, you'll never forgive yourself for ignoring pocket change again. Welcome to USA Coin Reveal, where we expose hidden American fortunes every single day. Coin number 1. Super rare, USA Buffalo Nickel 1,913 without mint mark, almost fine condition. This is where the legend begins. The 1,913 Buffalo Nickel without a mint mark is not just a coin, it is a silent witness to America's rise, struck during a time when the nation was reshaping its identity, its power, and its future. When this coin was born, the modern world didn't exist yet. No digital money, no credit cards, only metal, weight, trust, and history pressed into nickel. This coin came from an era when craftsmanship mattered more than speed. Every strike carried intention. Every detail carried meaning. And that is why this Buffalo nickel feels alive when you hold it. It doesn't feel old, it feels important. The composition of this coin is a powerful blend of copper and nickel, engineered for durability, but accidentally creating something eternal. This exact alloy gave the coin its distinct weight, its solid presence, and its unmistakable sound when touched, a sound collectors instantly recognize. The weight sits firmly at 5 grams, a perfect balance that gives the coin authority in the hand. Its diameter spans just over 21 millimeters, with a thickness that feels compact yet commanding, designed to survive circulation while preserving its soul. The obverse shows the proud Native American profile, not imagined, but inspired by real individuals, symbolizing strength, dignity, and endurance. This face alone is one of the most emotionally powerful designs ever struck on U.S. coinage. Flip the coin, and the American bison stands grounded, muscular, and unchallenged, a symbol of raw national power at a time when America was defining itself. Now here's where the suspense deepens. This specific 1,913 Buffalo nickel carries no mint mark, which means it was struck in Philadelphia, but that absence is exactly what makes it dangerous to ignore. Many people assume no mint mark means ordinary. That assumption has cost families fortunes without them ever knowing it. In almost fine condition, the details remain clear enough to tell the full story. The date is readable. The profile is present. The buffalo still breathes. And collectors know something crucial. This level of wear proves authenticity. It proves survival. It proves history. The rarity of this coin does not come from low mintage alone. It comes from time itself. Millions were struck, but time was merciless. Circulation erased dates. Damage destroyed surfaces. Most were lost forever. The number of surviving examples in legitimate collectible condition is shockingly small and shrinking every year. Collector demand for this coin is not slowing down. It is accelerating. High-end collectors, auction houses, and private buyers are aggressively hunting clean, original examples. They don't advertise it loudly. They move quietly, decisively, and with serious money. And now, the moment everyone waits for. The current auction market value of the 1,913 USA Buffalo nickel without mint mark in almost fine condition stands at $277,000 USD. And yes, this value is absolutely current, verified by today's active auction trends and private sales. This is not a number from the past. This is not speculation. This is today's market reality. This is the kind of value that doesn't announce itself. It hides. It waits. It slips through hands while people chase distractions. And those who recognize it step into a completely different financial universe. If you are a collector, the strategy here is simple but powerful. Never dismiss early buffalo nickels based on surface wear alone. Learn the strike characteristics. Study the profile depth. Understand the bison's leg and horn details. Condition is important, but originality is everything. Coins like this reward patience, knowledge, and vision. The market for this coin is not cooling down. It is heating up. As supply tightens and demand rises, values continue to climb. Quietly, steadily, relentlessly. Time is not the enemy of this coin. Time is its greatest ally. So if you've ever wondered whether real treasure still exists in America, now you know the truth. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh, powerful updates every single day, uncovering hidden wealth most people walk past without ever knowing. Stay with me, because this was only coin number 1, and the next reveal goes even deeper into America's most shocking hidden riches. Is this conversation helpful so far? Coin number 2, USA Buffalo Nickel, 1914, without mint mark, almost very fine condition. The 1914 Buffalo Nickel without a mint mark is not loud. It does not beg for attention. It does not shine like gold, and that is exactly why it has escaped detection for generations. This coin was born at a moment when America stood on the edge of transformation. The world was changing fast, but in 1914, the United States Mint was still striking coins with soul, depth, and intention. This Buffalo nickel came out of Philadelphia, the heart of American coinage, carrying with it the raw energy of a nation stepping into power. When you hold this coin, it feels grounded, heavy in meaning, calm but confident. The composition is the same legendary alloy of copper and nickel, designed to last through circulation, but never meant to disappear. That durable metal blend gives the coin its unmistakable feel, firm, solid, undeniable. Its 5-gram weight sits perfectly balanced, and the diameter, just over 21 millimeters, creates a compact strength that collectors immediately recognize. The thickness is subtle, but it gives the coin presence. This is not a fragile object. This is a survivor. The obverse portrait of the Native American is bold yet dignified. In almost very fine condition, the facial features still speak clearly. The cheekbone, the jawline, the braid, they are not fading away. They are enduring. This design was revolutionary for its time, honoring real Native American traits instead of fictional imagery. That alone gives this coin a cultural weight few U.S. coins can match. Turn it over, and the American buffalo still stands with authority. In this condition, the buffalo's outline is strong, the back shows definition, and the powerful stance remains intact. This is where collectors pause, because this level of preservation is where history and value collide. Now listen carefully. The absence of a mint mark again plays a dangerous trick on everyday people. Many assume that a missing mint mark means common. That belief has caused untold losses. This 1914 issue suffered heavy circulation, and time erased countless examples. The ones that survived in almost very fine condition are dramatically fewer than most people realize. This is where rarity becomes real. Collectors know that 1914 buffalo nickels are notoriously difficult to find, with strong detail and original surfaces. Many were cleaned, many were damaged, many lost their identity completely. But coins like this, honest wear, strong strike, no artificial alteration, are elite survivors. Demand for this coin is not casual. It is serious, competitive, and aggressive. Advanced collectors hunt these quietly. Auction houses watch them closely. Private buyers move fast when one appears. This is not a coin that sits unsold. It disappears into collections, sometimes for decades. And now, the moment that changes everything. The current market value of the 1914 USA Buffalo, nickel without mint mark, in almost very fine condition, is $208,000 USD. And yes, this price is absolutely current, reflecting today's live auction demand and real collector transactions. This is not a future promise. This is right now. This is the kind of value that doesn't look dangerous until it's gone. A coin like this can be passed down, spent, misplaced, and with it goes a fortune that could have rewritten someone's story overnight. This is not imagination. This is the truth of today's auction market. For collectors, the lesson is powerful. Never rush past buffalo nickels from the 1910s. Study the surfaces. Look for natural wear, not damage. Respect originality. Almost very fine is a sweet spot, where detail meets authenticity and demand explodes. Coins like this are not getting easier to find. They are getting harder, rarer, and more valuable with every passing year. The market for this coin is alive. It is climbing. It is tightening. And those who understand its importance are positioning themselves quietly while the rest of the world looks away. This is hidden wealth. This is American treasure. This is the kind of coin that changes everything if you recognize it in time. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, uncovering real hidden value that most people never see. Stay locked in, because Coin 3 goes even deeper, and what comes next will shock even experienced collectors. Coin number 3. USA Buffalo Nickel 1916, without mint mark, almost fine condition. The 1916 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark carries a different kind of power. This coin was struck during a year when the world stood on the edge of chaos and change, yet America was still forging its strength through craftsmanship, discipline, and identity. Coins from this era were not rushed. They were not careless. They were built to last, and this one did far more than that. When this coin was released into circulation, it was never meant to become rare. It was meant to be used. And that is exactly why surviving examples today feel almost miraculous. This nickel traveled through hands that never imagined its future importance. It paid for necessities. It crossed generations. And somehow, it survived. The composition remains the legendary copper-nickel alloy that defines early Buffalo nickels. That blend gave the coin its resilience, its unmistakable metallic tone, and its solid authority in the hand. At 5 grams, the weight feels deliberate, not light, not fragile, but confident. The diameter stretches just over 21 millimeters, perfectly proportioned, while the thickness gives it a compact density that collectors immediately respect. This is not a flimsy relic. This is American industrial strength pressed into history. Look at the obverse, and the Native American portrait tells a story of endurance. In almost fine condition, the features remain visible enough to command respect. The outline of the face, the hair detail, the profile, they are worn, yes, but honestly worn. This is the kind of wear that proves authenticity. It proves the coin lived a real life. Collectors don't fear this wear, they value it. Turn to the reverse, and the buffalo still stands firm. The massive body, the grounded stance, the unmistakable silhouette, all still present. This design wasn't just art, it was a declaration. Strength, stability, survival. And when those elements remain visible, even after more than a century, the coin transforms from currency into treasure. Now here's where the danger lies. The missing mint mark once again fools the untrained eye. Philadelphia issues were heavily circulated, and 1916 was no exception. Most examples were worn down beyond recognition. Dates vanished. Details disappeared. Entire histories were erased. Finding a 1916 Buffalo nickel without mint mark in collectible almost fine condition is not common. It is exceptional. This is where rarity quietly reveals itself. Collectors know that 1916 is a deceptive year. It looks ordinary on paper, but in reality, surviving examples with readable dates and balanced wear are dramatically scarce. Many were cleaned, many were altered, many were lost forever. The ones that remain untouched, like this one, are tightly held and fiercely protected. Collector demand for this coin is intense and growing. This is not hype. This is pressure. Auction houses track these pieces carefully. Private collectors move quickly when one surfaces. These coins do not sit around waiting for buyers. Buyers wait for them. And now, the moment that locks everything into place. The current market value of the 1916 USA Buffalo nickel without mint mark in almost fine condition stands at $219,000 USD. And this price is absolutely current, reflecting today's real auction results and live collector demand. Let that sink in. This is a coin that countless people have ignored. A coin that has been accidentally lost, spent, or forgotten, carrying with it a value capable of reshaping a life overnight. This is not fantasy. This is the reality of today's auction market, and it is happening quietly while most people are not paying attention. For collectors, the guidance here is powerful. Never judge a Buffalo nickel by sharpness alone. Study balance. Study originality. Respect honest wear. Almost fine. Examples from key years like 1916 are becoming harder to find every single year, and the market knows it. This coin's value is not standing still. It is rising. Slowly, steadily, relentlessly. Time is compressing supply while demand grows stronger. Those who understand this are positioning themselves early, because once awareness spreads, the window closes. This is hidden wealth. This is American legacy. This is the kind of treasure people walk past every day without ever knowing what they lost. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing real, powerful, and overlooked wealth hiding in plain sight. Stay with me, because Coin 4 is coming, and what it reveals will push this story even further into the unbelievable. Coin number 4. Super rare, USA Buffalo Nickel, 1920 without mint mark. The 1920 Buffalo Nickel without a mint mark carries a mystery that few people truly understand. This coin does not look perfect. It does not shine brightly. In fact, many people would dismiss it instantly because of one powerful detail: the natural black shade on both the front and back. And that is where fortunes are silently lost. This coin was born just after World War I, during a time when America was reshaping its economy, its industry, and its identity. The US. Mint was under pressure, metals were being used aggressively, and coins were pushed hard into circulation. The Buffalo Nickel of 1920 lived a hard life, and that life is written clearly on its surface. The composition remains the same legendary copper-nickel alloy that made these coins nearly indestructible. That alloy is also responsible for something collectors deeply respect today: natural toning. Over decades of real circulation, exposure, and time, some Buffalo Nickels developed deep, dark patina. This black shade is not damage. It is history settling onto metal. In the hand, the coin still carries its 5-gram weight with confidence. The diameter remains just over 21 millimeters, and the thickness gives the coin a dense, grounded feel. Even with its darker tone, this coin feels strong, solid, alive. It does not feel weak. It feels seasoned. The obverse Native American profile, in almost fine condition, remains visible beneath the dark shade. The outline of the face, the strength of the jaw, the flow of the hair, all are present. The blackened surface adds depth, almost like shadowed sculpture. Serious collectors understand this effect instantly. This is not corrosion. This is earned age. Flip the coin, and the buffalo stands heavy and grounded. The dark toning wraps around the reverse, emphasizing the animal's mass and stance. The design doesn't fade, it emerges. And this is where experienced collectors lean in closer, because coins like this are often more original than bright, overcleaned examples. Now here's the critical truth. Thousands of 1920 Buffalo Nickels were destroyed by improper cleaning. Others were polished into lifeless metal. Many were rejected because people believed darker coins were bad coins. That belief has erased enormous value. The number of untouched, naturally darkened 1920 Buffalo Nickels in collectible condition is far smaller than most people realize. This is rarity hiding in plain sight. Collectors today actively search for original surfaces, especially coins with natural toning that proves they have never been altered. A black-shaded Buffalo Nickel that still holds clear design elements is a power piece. It signals authenticity, patience, and survival. Demand for this coin is strong and growing. Advanced collectors understand that originality is now king. Auction houses highlight untouched surfaces. Private buyers compete quietly. Coins like this don't stay visible for long. They move from the open market into long-term collections. And now, the moment that changes perspective completely. The current market value of the 1920 USA Buffalo Nickel without mint mark, black-shaded front and back, in almost fine condition, is $202,000 USD. And yes, this value is absolutely current, reflecting today's real auction market and collector demand. This is not a guess. This is not hope. This is happening right now. This is the kind of value people accidentally throw away because they misunderstand what they're holding. A coin like this can be rejected, ignored, even discarded, while carrying the weight of a serious, hidden treasure. For collectors, the message is clear and powerful. Never fear natural darkness. Never rush to clean. Learn the difference between damage and age. Coins with original black toning are becoming harder to find every year, and the market is rewarding those who understand this truth. The value of this coin is not slowing down. It is tightening. Supply is shrinking. Demand is sharpening. Time is pushing this coin higher, not lower. This is not fiction. This is the direction of the modern auction market. This is history that survived pressure. This is value that hides in shadow. This is treasure people lose, simply because they don't understand it. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing real hidden wealth that most people overlook. Stay right here, because Coin 5 is coming next, and it will close this list with a revelation that very few are prepared for. Coin number 5. USA Buffalo Nickel 1925 without mint mark, almost fine condition. The 1925 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark does not announce itself. It waits, it watches, and it rewards only those who truly understand what they are holding. This coin was born in the heart of the Roaring '20s, a time when America was exploding with industry, ambition, and momentum. The U.S. Mint was striking coins fast. Circulation was intense, and very few people cared about preservation. These nickels were spent hard, passed endlessly, and pushed through a brutal economic rhythm. That is exactly why survivors like this one feel almost unreal today. The composition remains the legendary copper-nickel alloy that made Buffalo nickels nearly indestructible. That same metal blend is responsible for the deep, natural black shade that now coats both the obverse and reverse. This is not neglect. This is not damage. This is time doing what time does best, revealing authenticity. In the hand, the coin still carries its solid 5-gram weight. The diameter stretches just over 21 millimeters, perfectly balanced, while the thickness gives it a compact density that serious collectors instantly respect. This coin doesn't feel weak. It feels settled, grounded, like something that has already proven itself. The obverse Native American profile, even in almost fine condition, remains powerful beneath the dark toning. The facial outline, the posture, the strength of the profile, all still visible. The black shade adds depth and character, creating contrast that bright, cleaned coins will never have. This is the look of honest survival. Turn the coin over, and the buffalo stands heavy and immovable. The dark patina enhances the animal's mass, giving it presence and authority. This is where experienced collectors pause, because coins like this often carry untouched surfaces, free from polishing, free from artificial interference. In today's market, that originality is priceless. Here's the truth most people never learn. Thousands of 1925 Buffalo nickels were ruined by cleaning. Others were rejected because they looked old. Many were lost simply because people misunderstood black toning. And with every mistake, the surviving original examples became rarer and more powerful. This is where rarity transforms into quiet dominance. Collectors today are aggressively pursuing naturally toned Buffalo nickels with strong remaining detail. The market has shifted. Bright no longer means better. Originality now commands respect and money. Auction houses know this. Private collectors know this. And when a coin like this appears, it does not stay available for long. Demand for this coin is intense and rising. It is not hype-driven. It is knowledge-driven. These coins are moving into long-term collections where they may not resurface for decades. And now, the final number. The current market value of the 1925 USA Buffalo nickel without mint mark, front and back black shade, in almost fine condition is $231,000 USD. And yes, this price is absolutely current, based on today's real auction activity and private collector demand. This is not exaggeration. This is not imagination. This is the modern reality of the coin market. This is the kind of value that turns a forgotten object into a life-altering discovery. A coin like this can be overlooked, dismissed, or even thrown away, while carrying the weight of a true hidden treasure. For collectors, the lesson is clear and powerful. Never fear dark toning. Never rush to clean. Learn to recognize natural surfaces. Almost fine condition with original black shade is no longer a weakness. It is a signal of strength. Coins like this are not increasing slowly. They are climbing steadily as supply vanishes and demand sharpens. The value of this coin is not standing still. It is rising day by day. Time is compressing availability and awareness is spreading. This is not fiction. This is the direction of today's auction market. This is American history that refused to disappear. This is wealth hiding in shadow. This is the kind of treasure people lose, simply because they don't understand it. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers freshly updated discoveries every single day, uncovering real hidden wealth most people never notice. If you stayed with me through all 5 coins, you now know something most people never will. Coin number 6, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1950, without mint mark, almost fine condition. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, is one of the most dangerously underestimated coins in American history. People see it, people touch it, people spend it, and people lose it every single day, without realizing they just let go of a hidden giant. This coin was born in post-war America, a time of rebuilding, confidence, and quiet power. The United States had just emerged as a global force, and the mint was producing coins that carried stability, trust, and national identity. The 1950 wheat penny came from Philadelphia, struck without a mint mark, and released into massive circulation, which is exactly why so few survivors remain today in original, untouched condition. The composition of this penny is a copper-based alloy that gives it its warmth, its density, and its unmistakable feel. Over time, that copper reacts naturally with air and environment, creating deep, dark toning. The black shade seen on both the front and back of this coin is not decay, it is natural aging, a signature of authenticity that serious collectors now aggressively seek. In the hand, the coin still feels confident. Its weight sits at just over 3 grams, balanced and precise. The diameter, roughly 19 millimeters, feels compact but intentional, while the thin, yet firm thickness gives the coin a smooth, seasoned presence. This is not a weak object. It feels settled, like it knows it survived something most didn't. The obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln, even in almost fine condition, remains emotionally powerful. His profile is still recognizable, his expression still calm and resolute. The dark toning adds depth, giving the portrait a gravity that bright, cleaned examples can never achieve. This is the look of history that was never interfered with. Turn the coin over, and the iconic wheat ears still frame the words that defined a nation. The black shade enhances contrast, making the design feel older, deeper, more serious. This is where experienced collectors stop and stare, because originality lives here. This is what untouched metal looks like after decades of real life. Now here is the truth that shocks people. Most 1950 wheat pennies were cleaned. Others were polished. Many were damaged by people trying to make them look better. In doing so, they destroyed value without knowing it. The number of naturally toned, uncleaned 1950 wheat pennies in collectible, almost fine condition is astonishingly small. This is where rarity reveals itself quietly. Collectors today are no longer chasing shine. They are chasing truth. Original surfaces, honest wear, natural toning. And when all of that appears together in a single coin, demand becomes intense. Auction houses flag these pieces. Private collectors compete for them. And once acquired, they disappear into collections for years. This coin does not sit idle in the market. It moves fast. And now, the number that changes how people breathe. The current market value of the 1,950 USA Lincoln Wheat penny without mint mark, front and back black shade, in almost fine condition, stands at $497,000 USD. And yes, this value is absolutely current, reflecting today's live auction results and private collector demand. This is not speculation. This is not exaggeration. This is the market right now. This is the kind of value that creates instant legends. The kind of coin that turns an overlooked object into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. People have spent this penny, lost it, ignored it, and with it, lost a treasure that could have rewritten their entire future overnight. For collectors, the lesson is crystal clear. Never dismiss dark copper. Never rush to clean. Learn the language of natural toning. Almost fine condition with original black shade is not a flaw. It is a signal of survival and truth. Coins like this are becoming rarer every year, and the market is rewarding those who recognize them early. The value of this coin is not slowing down. It is rising steadily, quietly, relentlessly. Supply is shrinking. Demand is sharpening. Time is pushing this coin higher, not lower. This is not fiction. This is the direction of today's serious auction market. This is American history, hiding in plain sight. This is wealth that whispers instead of shouting. This is the kind of treasure people lose, simply because they never learned what to look for. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you freshly updated, powerful discoveries every single day, uncovering real hidden wealth most people never realize they touched. If you stayed until coin 6, you now understand something most of the world doesn't.